So you go to the introductions. Although meningitis is a notifiable disease, the exact incident rate is unknown. Yan. So usually unknown po yung exact incident rate po ito. In 2010, usually there are 420,000 deaths. In 2013, so existing pa rin, no? 303,000 deaths due to meningitis. So usually it can occur as a complications of other diseases, and 50% is an opportunistic infections. So ibig sabihin po yan, nagagaling po yan sa ibang sakit. Kaya nagkakaroon po siya ng meningitis. Usually 50% lang opportunistic infections. So in newborn, there are 20 to 30% may die from bacterial meningitis. So the risk is lower in older children. So ibig sabihin prone ang mga bata, newborn. Okay, so mag-ingat po tayo. Okay, so kung kayo mag-alaga ng mga bata, mag-ingat po kasi prone sila. Okay, it rises again in adulthood. Usually 66% of all cases emerge without disability. The main problems are deafness and cognitive impairment. So, kumbaga in adults po yan. Pag sinabi na natin adults, nag-start na po na 21 and above. Early adulthood na yan. Okay, so this is the illustrations about the meninges and the publications siya. So the meninges are layered of soft tissue separate from skull and brain. So skull, dura mater, arachnoid layer, pia mater, and brain. So again, ito na po yung main description ng meninges. So meninges is came from Greek meninx, means membrane, and acute inflammations of the meninges. Usually caused by, take note about the cause, bacteria or virus. Either bacteria or virus. So what is the route of entry in the central nervous system? Usually skull or back of bone. So usually kung meron tayong trauma, accident, no? Okay, even fractures from the spinal column. As you all know, that spinal column is connected to our CNS. So pwedeng infection magta-trouble sa meninges. Okay po? So another one is medical procedures like lumbar puncture. Okay, pwede rin magkaroon po siya ng meningitis. So we have also problems with peripheral nerves, blood or lymphatic system because it goes to the circulations. And the etiology or the cause of meningitis, dalawa po yan, di ba? Viral saka virus saka bacterial. So meron tayong bacterial infections saka viral infections. We have also fungal infections and inflammatory diseases. Okay? And of course, we have also cancer. Ito yung mga causes ng meningitis. There are 4 classifications, either bacterial, viral, fungal, inflammatory diseases, and cancer, including trauma to head and spine. So pathophysiology, so from the injured or from the injury or trauma that will enter into the bloodstream, going to the mucosal surface and cavity, that will lead to the breakdown of normal barriers. It crosses the blood-brain barrier and it proliferates in the cerebrospinal fluid that will result to the inflammations of the meningitis or meninges that will result to increase in intracranial pressure. Okay po. So, anong mangyayari yan? Pag nag-increase intracranial pressure, mamamatay na yung pasyente po dyan pag hindi po maagapan. Okay po. So, nakakatakot itong meningitis eh. No? So, madalang po nakaka-recover po ng meningitis. Yan. So, again, We have also bacterial meningitis, also known as your septic meningitis. So it is extremely serious that requires immediate care. So can lead to permanent damage of brain or disability and death. Yan, pag tinawag ng septic meningitis. Usually spread by coughing or sneezing. Yan. Kaya ka, nakakatakot po sa hospital po. No? It can spread by coughing or sneezing. Halimbawa, nag-cough yung pasyente, nag-sneeze. Tapos na-inhale mo. So it will go to the respiratory system, it will go to the bloodstream, and this infection or bacterial infection will travel into the brain. So pwede ka na magkaroon ng meningitis. So ang treatment po natin dito, antibiotic as per positive agent. Ang ibig sabihin, it depends on the type of organism. Tama pa? So the patient will undergo CNS. Ang sinasabi natin, culture and sensitivity. Diba, diniscuss yun sa pharma? Pag sinabi natin culture, this is to study the specific type of antibiotic. Okay? Pag sinabi natin sensitivity, I mean to say sensitivity, this is the study of specific type of antibiotic. Culture, this is the study of specific type of microorganism. So it depends po. So positive agent natin, Streptococcus pneumonia, Neisseria meningitis, and Haemophilus influenza. Okay po? So mas mataas po ang Streptococcus pneumonia and Neisseria meningitis. Okay. So we have also TB meningitis, usually caused by Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Siyempre, from the PTB, from the lungs, as you all know, oxygenation, it will goes to the blood circulation that may also affect your central nervous system that will lead to meningitis. So infections with the bacterium begins usually in the lungs. So 1 to 2% of cases, the bacteria travel in via the bloodstream, as what I mentioned a while ago. So unlike the other types of meningitis, it progresses very slow and symptoms are vague. Ayan. So ito, mas mabilis po kasi it goes to the bloodstream. So yan po. Simple pathophysiology of your meningitis. So from the droplet infection, so again, droplet, sneezing and coughing. So this is the primary cause. So it will enter your blood that result to bacteremia. So invade niya yung meninges and brain, parang kaima, and then it will rupture the subarachnoid space. So pag ruptured subarachnoid space, that will lead to adhesion, vasculitis, and even encephalitis. Okay po? So ganito ang nangyayari po sa mayroong meningitis. So, pag may adhesion, pwede magkaroon ng hydrocephalus. Ano ibig sabihin hydrocephalus? Lalaki ang ulo ng bata. So, pag tinamaan naman ang adhesion is doon sa interpendicular fossa, cranial nerve, and even internal carotid stenosis. Internal carotid stenosis, pag sinabi stenosis, there is the narrowing of the passage of stimulus. So again, vasculitis naman, stroke. Okay? Pwede mangyari po sa pasyente natin. Encephalitis naman, there is a inflammation of the cerebral edema. So pag merong edema dyan sa CNS natin, it will increase intracranial pressure. So pag nag-increase na yan, delikado na po ang pasyente po natin. Okay, next we have viral meningitis. Can you hear me, guys? Nandiyan po ba kayo? Please answer me. Can you follow po? Hello? Hello
Sir,
po?
yes po, sir.
Okay, thank you.